Hello, friends. It's me, Dan. You know, that Dan Driscoll. Keeping on, keeping on. Welcome to day 27. Feel like we're in the home stretch. Today's prompt is from the D&D Chancetober prompt list, and it's fire. And it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do. Usually I can, something bursts forth pretty quickly, and fire, you think maybe some buildings on fire or a campfire or Dungeons and Dragons. I guess you can think of a torch. And following that train of thought, I kind of drifted into, I guess, some of the earliest forms of modern illumination, the gas lines and the lamplighters that would wander the streets and keeping them lit. I did a little bit of research, not a lot. So this is not a history lesson, but one of the biggest takeaways was the thing that was most useful about these gas lamps, lanterns, was that factory owners used them, and it was an easy way to improve and increase the work hours. So that's where it started, I guess. That's, you find a way to hopefully improve people's lives, and it's going to just end up being used to make our lives a little bit harder. So, great. But these lamps, these gas lines and all this stuff was, it was about 100 years ago, so it's pretty easy to romanticize it now. Unless you start thinking about all the light that it couldn't cast. Because they couldn't have been that bright. There couldn't have been that many of them. If there were too many, I don't know. But this was my take on fire. And honestly, this could have been a simple sketch. I probably could have ended right here. It's fine. You know what it is. It's simple. But who am I to leave well enough alone, really? So we don't have too much of Chancetober left. Or October. Halloween is quickly approaching. The kids have their costumes. I don't have a costume, which I guess is okay. I guess, this time. So my thought here, in the really real world, what is blue would be green, and what is green is blue. But I thought for the sky, the green could act as kind of a underpainting, and then I would fill it in with black or very dark blue, filling in the street with a gray kind of asphalt kind of wash. And as this continued, I thought about some of the lessons in watercolor painting is you do a whole wash over the whole page. You get rid of the white, which I understand the purpose of, but I'm not good enough to fully embrace that. I do like to leave some white spots that'll act as a nice hotspot. But as I go here, I'm trying to start thinking about pushing the background back into darkness and bringing forward the lamplighter and the lamp that he is about to light. I do like the effect of the ink here. Again, another spot I probably could have stopped. And here I am adding. So I started adding black, but this ink, it all just kind of, the cool thing and the negative thing, pros and cons of the ink that I'm using is that it's not waterproof, and it will reactivate with any kind of moisture that's added to it. So the green started to come right back up and blended enough into the black that it really just became a dark green. I look forward to doing some actual, just straight up watercolor painting after Chancetober. There's watercolor, there's some more lino printing, there's some mono printing that I'm keen on doing, there's animation, there's so much to do. I don't know how I will choose what to do first. And there are all these stories that we have to tell when it comes to some of these drawings that have come up with Chancetober. So here I am, after all that work, just going in with black ink and just straight up black ink, let everything dry, and just trying to push back everything more. Really just dirty it up. Pushing the background back and hopefully bringing the foreground forward. And then just going in and adding the light with my favorite tool, the white pen marker. Paint marker? Paint marker. I was able to take a break and eat some dinner, which allowed the ink to dry, so I wasn't losing my patience and just getting the marker all dirty with wet ink. I do think about going in. I wonder if I could use like a gray, a little more gray, and push the street lights that are across the street back. They're kind of well lit. I do like how the one on the left side behind the lighter man is kind of receding back. And there's not a lot of detail on the ones across the street, so I feel like it kind of works. Here I am with some of the final touches, adding actual fire to the image. So I wrap it up and I'm signing it, and you will see in the final image that comes up in a moment that after I finished recording this, I did go in and I did darken in the background on the left more. It just felt a little muddy, and as you can see I think it works better just pushing it even more to a heavy black. So that's where we're at. All right. Have a good night. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.